And why torture them or aggressively interrogate them, or however you want to put it, if studies and the bitter experience of repeated false alarms from Homeland Security tell us torture does not work. Ex-CIA agent Jack Rice on the false positives found in the testimony of the torture.
All the debate over torture and all the willingness to sell out this country and what it has stood for is the far simpler to understand and virtually unanimous conclusion: torture does not work.
This kind of interrogation has worked and has thwarted al-Qaeda plots is true.
That is true. It has worked. It has thwarted plots.
Okay, and then when you hear somebody say it never works, that's false.
Never is a very powerful word.
That's false.
I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
To that point now, I'm joined by Jack Rice, former special agent and field operations officer at the CIA, and also a former state prosecutor in Minnesota, so he knows both ends of this process.
You are probably, outside of the agency and the military, the person who knows the most about what has happened to al-Qaeda in interrogation, because they have talked to you.
There are some other reporters as well.
All right, but you're up there, dude. Are you 100% sure that what these anonymous sources told you is true?
Yes.
100%?
100%.
All right.
We have enough sources.
I believe you. I mean, you've been around and you're the best in the business, I think.
Thank you.
I believe you.
What works instead of torture or aggressive interrogation or whatever they're calling it today?
In many cases, we're looking at a lot of things, and we've used these in the States in the past because it provides reliable information. Sometimes it's about personal understanding. Sometimes it's allowing people to talk. Sometimes it's trying to understand. I would sit in front of somebody and say, I don't understand what motivates you. Explain to me so I understand. Teach me. Sometimes it's about vanity. You allow them that if it's useful.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was very tough. They actually threatened to do something to his children, who were captured in the course of picking him up. And he reportedly said, that's okay. They'll see Allah sooner.
All right.
That didn't move him.
You push hard enough, you hurt long enough, you're going to get what you want. I can use a waterboard on you, and I guarantee you'll tell me you're Bill O'Reilly. That's a scary thought.
Yeah, indeed, and I'll do it within a minute and a half, by the way.
Most of them gave it up within seconds of being waterboarded, correct?
20, 30 seconds is the most people can take of this technique. It's that harsh.
Torture's value as a means of gaining information as opposed to just as a tool for sadism is what exactly?
Well, it's useless.
Has it saved American lives?
That's what the administration would say. Certainly, if you interrupt a plot to bomb a tower in Los Angeles, you've saved lives.
The name Abu Zubaydah seems relevant here. Zubaydah broke under, I guess the technical term is aggressive interrogation, told the interrogators about plans to booby-trap banks and ATMs, and Homeland Security says, watch out for banks. Then he said malls. Homeland Security said, beware of the malls. Then he said apartments. We plan to lease apartments and fill them full of explosives. And Homeland Security said, be alert in apartment buildings. Then he said the Brooklyn Bridge. And Homeland Security says, be careful on the Brooklyn Bridge. The only problem was he was making all of it up. If we torture supposed terrorists and they make stuff up and the government tells people the things that they made up, are we not, in essence, doing the terrorists' work for them? Is there not an indirect cause and effect here? Starting point is you torture suspects into lying, and at the end, you wind up spreading information that scares Americans.
Absolutely.
The opposition, you just heard it, Human Rights Watch, ACLU, they say it's garbage. They told them what they wanted to hear. It wasn't truthful. Is that true?
That has happened in some cases where the material that's been given has not been accurate, has been essentially to stop the torture. In the case of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the information was very valuable, particularly names and addresses of people who were involved with al-Qaeda in this country and in Europe, and one particular plot which would involve an airline attack on the tallest building in Los Angeles, known as the Library Tower.
There is truth out there, and then there is this. We need to be able to make the distinction. Until we do, we're wasting a lot of time and we're scaring a lot of people.
So
you say in your report that more than a dozen al-Qaeda plots to kill people were stopped because of the information they got from coerced interrogation.
That's what we're told by our sources.
Do you believe that?
I do believe that.
We're doing something that we know doesn't give us the information that we need, not the information we want to hear, but the information that we need to hear, the truth, then what's the point?
It's clear in several cases with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, with people that absolutely beyond a doubt are terrorist masterminds, it does seem to have an effect, and that's just the bottom line.
Jack Rice, former special agent with the CIA, great thanks for your time and your insight tonight, sir.
My pleasure.